Sydney Kings, Sydney Flames as well. We'll talk about the women's. They're coming up November 3, their first game at Kudos Bank Arena. But remember the Sydney Kings tickets, they're selling fast at Ticketek. Grab yours today. Great value too, $28 for adults. Families, I think that's family of four too, $65. Special guest, as always, on a Thursday, Shaneice Swain from the Sydney Flames is in the studio. Welcome, Shaneice.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Great to have you. We had you last time you were down at, we were down at the Circular Quay, somewhere down there.
One of the bars.
We were down at one of the bars. So at that time, I think you had your foot in a moon boot, your injury concern, but you look fit. You're ready to go. This is great news.
Yeah. Unfortunately, I wasn't a moon boot and missed majority of the season, but this year I'm back fit and ready to go.
Okay, that's great news. But and the thing about it is that for you that took a bit of time from a confidence point of view. Tell us about that journey and about the impact that it has when you know, all your teammates are out there playing and you can't do it.
Yeah, I mean, it was definitely very challenging mentally.
Yep.
Especially like having to stay home by myself and the team on the road and all that stuff. But I mean, you kind of get used to it. And then I think that all that built me up for my next NBL 1 season. And then I kind of went to Geelong and played well there, and so that kind of just got me ready and really pumped for this season to start.
Yeah,
I'm really excited.
You're being very humble. You played really well down at Geelong in the NBL 1, so we know that. And for those people who are wondering, oh yeah, Shaneice, I've heard of Shaneice. Yeah, she was drafted in the WNBA, number 14 overall, the only Australian back in 2023. That was with the LA Sparks, but you didn't take that opportunity up. Explain that one to me, Shaneice.
Yeah, right. So the first time I got drafted, I also didn't go over. And then just last year, the last season, I also didn't go over because I just didn't think I was ready.
Yeah, right.
Given I had the whole season not playing and having my injury, I just didn't think I was ready mentally and physically. So I just waited it out and I'm ready to get going this season. And then plan is to go over after the season.
Did you talk to anyone? That's a big decision, right? And do you talk to people about who are the people you confide in to give them your thoughts on that?
Yeah, well, I mean, I had a good conversation with my agent.
Yep.
I had a good conversation with Guy, Jenny Screen. Just told them my decision and they gave me pretty much their opinion and they were thinking the same thing.
Right.
But yeah, I mean, I just spoke to those people. They gave me really good feedback. So,
yeah. You're so young. You've got so much in front of you too. So that's something to consider.
And that was one of the points as well.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. So how did it start, your basketball journey? How did that basketball become a part of your life?
I mean, it was, I mean, I was 5 years old when I started playing.
Right.
My dad kind of just chucked me into it. And then, ever since then, I've just been like, playing all my juniors in Cairns and just kept building up.
Yep.
And then, I've just stayed in it since.
Yeah,
just keep
right.
Playing,
Are you one of those people who can get, like, basketball is one of those interesting sports you can do it on your own?
Yeah.
Like, you can just shoot the hoops. Are you one of those type of people? Do you like having people to bounce off? How does that work?
Yeah, I feel like I do really stay to myself and I do a lot of workouts by myself, but I also used to work out with a lot of guys. I'd probably prefer to work out with guys, and I feel like that's why I'm so kind of rough-headed on the court in a way. But I had brothers as well. I had two brothers and my cousins, so that's why that part. But
are they older brothers?
I have an older brother, younger brother, and then my cousins are all older than me.
Yeah,
so
right.
I kind of grew around playing basketball with them too and getting beaten up. So
Yeah. Well, I've got two boys and a girl, and they don't cut her any slack.
Yeah.
She doesn't need any slack too, by the way. She handles herself really well. So that sounds like something similar for you, right?
Yep.
That's great. The move from Cairns down to Sydney, that's a big move. How was that for you? How was adjusting to the big city life?
I mean, I found it pretty easy, to be honest. I was at the AIS.
Right.
So I moved away from home when I was 15.
Wow.
So, I was at the AIS, and then that was in Canberra, obviously, and then played 2 seasons in Canberra. So I was kind of already, out of home then. So I had all my homesickness when I was, younger.
Right.
So grew out of it, and then, just moving into a bigger city. I feel like... it's all fine. The movement is fine for me.
Yeah.
Just used to it now.
And the beauty of it is you get a warm embrace of a team too,
Yeah.
right? That team environment. How important has that been for you with what the Sydney Flames are doing? Albeit you weren't playing, but you eventually did get on the court for the WNBL season last year.
Yeah, I mean, it's very important to have like the teammates, coaching staff, all the good people around you. It definitely helps you mentally, and yeah, it's just a good thing to have everyone there around you.
Diddy Richards
Yep.
not coming back. She was such. We had her on the program a couple of times. She's such this charismatic figure, and that would have been disappointing. I know we spoke to Kayla George about it earlier, and she was like, "It's devastating." How did you feel about that?
Yeah, I mean, the same. Like, it was kind of heartbreaking not hearing her come back. I was really excited for her to come back and actually play with her this season.
Yep.
And it's you can even like tell the difference when you walk into the locker room in the morning.
Right.
It's like she's normally coming in singing, but there's like none of that now. So someone's gonna take that spot up. But
You a singer?
no, I'm not.
I was going to say that's you could walk into that role.
Nah, I won't.
Okay.
I'll leave that for someone else.
Nah, fair enough. So, yeah, she's this bright spark too. And then Tess Madgen was the other one that came back from the Opals and went, no, that's it too. So there's another big, important senior player leaving the organisation.
Yeah, and she was like by my side too. Like, she was also injured at times. So I was kind of on the sideline with her. She's a great leader, obviously. So, yeah, going to miss having her around too.
You mentioned Coach Guy Malloy. What have you started setting some expectations, both on an individual level, on a team level, about what you guys want to achieve this year?
Yeah. Obviously, we want to win.
Yeah.
The championship. I've gone through some stuff with Guy that I need to work on. Just the main chats, and then team wise, I think. I mean, we've got a strong team. We've got a long team. Pretty tall as well.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I think he just wants to, just kind of play the same style of play we were playing last season. But, we just feel like we're more stronger this season, to be honest.
Yemaya Morris.
Yemaya.
Yemaya. She's nearly 2 meters tall.
Yeah, she's legit.
Right. Has she arrived? She's here?
She was actually practicing today.
Okay. So. When your first thoughts?
Wow, you're tall. Nah, she's actually every bit of 6'6". So,
yeah, right.
But she was practicing today and she looked pretty solid. So. Yeah.
Good signs.
Yeah.
Just on that stuff that you talked about with Guy Malloy, what sort of stuff? Are you able to tell us? Because I think when you went to Geelong and you said, right, I'm going to look at defence and focus on defence for that one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, for me, it's kind of the same stuff. Defence and then more shot selection stuff.
Right.
Just like all the really small detailed stuff, I think, is going to help me this season more. And then team stuff, I mean, we're kind of just waiting for Celeste to come in.
Yeah, right.
And then we'll start really breaking it down and going through what we want to do this season. So, yeah.
Yeah, exciting. All right, we'll talk about international basketball. We'll talk about going back to the WNBA. Shaneice Swain is our special guest. It is the crossover, and we're doing it all thanks to the Sydney Kings. Remember, the Sydney Kings, the tickets go on sale. It is, for the game coming up next Sunday. Remember, individual tickets, $28. Families can get out there for $65. It is a great afternoon out at Kudos Bank Arena. All right, let's get ourselves to the break. After that, we're back with more with Shaneice Swain. It's over for the Sydney Kings, the Sydney Flames. Our special guest today is Shaneice Swain from the Flames. And what about this is very cool. So Shaneice is 20 years of age. So we just did the math. 24 years of age when Los Angeles Olympics rolls around.
Yeah.
28 years of age, you're in your absolute prime for the Brisbane Olympics.
Yep.
So
probably.
That's clearly a career goal, play with the Opals. Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
Hopefully by the next one, I'm hoping.
Yeah. Well, you're on track, right? You're doing everything right. Did you watch Paris 24?
I did, yeah.
Yeah. Thoughts?
I feel like the girls could have done like a lot better.
Yeah.
But I mean, still, even they knew they could have done a lot better. But still take the bronze, like third in the world. That's insane. That's an amazing achievement. But yeah, no, it was good. Strong team. I mean, it looked like it was a good group. So
Yeah, and almost a changing of the guard too, right, for the next generation to come through, which is why I'm looking at you on that one. Now, you told us a great yarn about when you were drafted for the WNBA. So you're in the air.
Yeah.
Phone was off, obviously.
Yeah.
Get down, land. Lots of messages, right?
So many, yeah. It was very overwhelming at the time, and I didn't even like go through all of my messages. Like it took me like almost 2 or 3 days to get through them all.
Right.
But yeah, phone was blowing up as soon as I hopped off the plane. I connected to the Wi-Fi to see where I got drafted at, where I got picked at, and yeah, it was just a lot.
So number 14.
Yeah.
And LA Sparks.
Yeah.
Like that's pretty cool. They play out of crypto.com arena.
Yeah.
Thanks very much. And one of the ownership group is Magic Johnson.
Yeah.
So, and
I got a shout out.
oh,
from him.
come on.
Yeah.
So what did he say?
I'm pretty sure it was just like welcome to LA Sparks.
Right.
At Shaneice Swain. And I was
right.
Wow, this is hectic.
I follow him on Instagram.
Yeah,
Magic is.
I'm pretty sure someone did a post. There was some other people that gave me a shout out, but there was like they did a post of the like the guys that are up there.
Yep.
Like they gave me a shout out. So
What have you made watching from a distance the WNBA? It seems to have exploded over the last 12 months. We've got some absolute superstars, Angel Reese and Caitlin Clark coming in that has just elevated the league.
yeah, I mean it's amazing to see.
Yeah.
Like crazy. Like believe like 2 years ago there was like almost like nobody at the stadiums, and then now it's like full packed out, and I think it's like added so much growth to the game, women's sport. That's even like in every sport, like saying when like the World Cup for soccer came here, like that really just changed all of sports for women. So it's very exciting to see, and I mean, hopefully our games can get packed out too.
Yeah.
Tickets went on sale yesterday. So
nice tick. There you go.
So we got that one. Got that one off the list.
There you go.
But,
very well done.
Yeah, I mean, it's so amazing to see.
Shaneice, we can't wait to see you in action. All the very best for the season. Great to have you come in, and you're just going to kill it this year in the WNBL. We know that. First game for the Sydney Flames, Kudos Bank Arena, November 3. They are a star-studded side. Get out and check them out. Shaneice, really appreciate your time this afternoon. Thanks for coming in.
Thanks for having me.
Oh, that's awesome. All right, so special guest Shaneice Swain, all thanks to the crossover with the Sydney Kings.